Bum, 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 bum. I'll step over here. That all right. Time for some more Dwarf Fortress. I see some people asking, how much does this game cost? This game is completely free. It is run purely off donations. The creator lives entirely off of donations, and I really suggest that even if you don't necessarily play it, because it is a complicated game, if you like watching it, if you like that it exists, you might want to throw him a few bucks just as a thank you, and please keep doing that. He actually posts like all the information about how much money he gets. You know, he gets enough to make a living, but he's not like rich off it or anything like that. And yeah, so there you go. Dwarf Fortress, free. The only price of admission is how goddamn complicated it is, and the fact that you will lose your life. So let's go and move our mugs over to... do I not have mugs? Oh, it's probably in a finished goods barrel. Yes. That's perfect. That is excellent, actually, because it's a lot easier to just carry over a few bins than to actually haul a million mugs over. We have no distillable items. Really? We have 74 drink, 60 plants. Do we not have plants we can distill? Seems kind of odd. One thing I will do is actually instruct a few more people to pick up some plants. Just a few, just to try to keep getting some berries in here. Okay, they're unloading, and our broker is ready to trade. Good job. Good job. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I probably should try to put Miss Carsonell as the broker. Oh, although we did find a super broker, right? That was part of the thing. Like we could go and put someone else. If we take a look, Miss Carsonell has no broker orient. Oh, that's bookkeeper. Oh, actually, you're an expert persuader, expert negotiator, expert conversationalist. Well, what else are you gonna do now but talk? You know what? I'm gonna make you the broker. If you can actually do this. Trader requested. Miss Carsonell has no job. We'll see if she actually comes. Still says no job. Let's go. Let's clear you and try it again. You may not be able to do it. You gotta have that handshake at the end, right? Okay. Trader requested. Also, some people have commented that it's possible that this like super good person, Mick, might actually be like a vampire. It's conceivable. Take a look at Mick over here. Let's see what kind of traits he's got. Content. He's got children. To she. There's not a list of kills, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Relationships are reasonable. Doesn't have a whole bunch of distant children. No, maybe not a vampire. I don't think Miss Carsonell is coming. Creature zoom. You have no job. I don't think she's coming. I don't think she... Oh. Nope. Yeah. Sorry, we're trying to make you useful, but apparently it's just not going to happen ever. We're going to replace you back with Mick. Trader requested. Mick is currently doing something. She has a stump still, so she can give some sort of like hand/stump shake. Stump bump. Alright. Nick is trading. Goods are happening. Well, it says you're trading. I don't think you've actually arrived yet. There you go. I think that's you right there. There we go. Now we can start the trade. So, we can mark all. And then actually just... Oh, that's kind of annoying. Really? You know what, then for convenience, I will simply mark all. This is really valuable. I mean, it helps that we're such a great negotiator. Look how much we're getting for this stuff. That's insane. Such incredible value. We're gonna be able to get tons of stuff out of this. Let's get some metal bars of various types. We don't necessarily care about the gold, but you know, some of the metal, like steel and stuff, can be handy for some production later on. We don't need blocks. Let's get a bunch of glass though. Random fire clay, sure. Some wood, sure. Rage Maw, thank you for subscribing. Let's get some rope. Hell yes. Maybe the cheap ones. It's really handy to be able to just pick up some rope because rope is useful. It can be used for all kinds of different stuff. And we don't really have an industry. Okay, that's probably enough rope. Oh my god, like, our mug creator is a fucking monster. Who? Hang on. Might literally be a monster, of course. Stone crafting. No, look. Oh. We do have, like, a legendary stone crafter. Who is that? Nope. Gurgich. Oh, yeah, who keeps making the masterwork one after another. Non-stop masterwork stuff is a freaking legendary stone crafter. Maybe you're the vampire. Could happen. Grandmaster Stonecrafter. Also a great liar, which is a little bit concerning. Has been accosted by terrible vermin. Yeah, we don't have any cats. Let's get some water skins for future military. And some flasks. That's good. We don't need musical instruments. Nanny goat. A dog. Good. Be random. Cages. Rooster. Another nanny goat. So 2 female nanny goats. If we can get some male stuff going on, that would be handy. Another cage. Why not? Pig's milk. Wine. Milk. Beer. Yes. Milk. Venom? No, we don't want venom. Milk. Some extra buckets. Sure. Iron pick. That is expensive. But you know what? Picks are useful. Bronze crossbow. Copper mace. A really good copper pick. Another pick. Steel short sword. That's not necessarily a really good one. It's kind of expensive. I don't think I'll grab it. Battle axe and things. Yes. All right, we got some proper weapons going on now. Really good battle axes. Good steel short swords. Nice. Okay, maybe we can get some armor. Silver maces are really good too. Crossbow. All right, shoes. Steel boots. Steel boots. Wow, we are loaded in money. God damn, it's nice to have a mask. Like, this is going way too well. Something is obviously going to go horribly, horribly wrong. I mean, I say that as we've already had someone with both arms ripped out. Gypsum plaster. That's really good for... Hey, do we have any medic dwarves yet? No, huh? No. It's really good because we can do casts with that. We don't need dyes. Rock nuts, we can do that. Dwarven sugar. A little bit more gypsum. Pigtail seeds. That's what we want, so we can start a cloth industry. Very nice. A little bit of sand. Oops. Plump helmet spawns. Sure. A little more sand. Although we do have sand available. We don't necessarily have to trade for it. A little more gypsum plaster. There we go. We get whole cloth bins. Oh, that was a pigtail fiber bag, I think. But yeah, and whole leather bins. More cloth. That's probably a little overkill. More leather is good because we can make armor with it. Silk cloth. We might get a response for that. A few metal or steel bolts. That's fine. Actually, the bronze ones are a lot cheaper. Anvils. There we go. Get a bunch of those. And a bunch of meat. I can't, like, oh my god, it's so nice being so rich. We will still have to, like, give the trader a lot of profit. But the food especially is so cheap. We're going to have food forever. Which means something else is going to happen. Something else terrible, terrible. Lots of plump helmets. For lots of booze and lots more seeds. Some wool yarn. Pigtail fiber thread. Silk thread. Yarns. Threads. So we can actually equip our hospital now. Some iron greaves, sure. Backpack. What is this? More backpack. Oh, quivers. A little bit of cheese. some crutches, and a splint. Oh, a hive. Okay, I am going to offer this trade, which should be really good for them. No, not willing. Really, even with all that profit. Okay, let's pull back on some of the expensive weapons. Those are relatively cheap. We'll make do. Yeah, these were like 1,000 each. There we go. Dish Mob seems ecstatic with the trading. Yeah, I expect so. You came away with like 8,000 dwarf bucks in profit. Good God. Still, I'm not going to complain too much. We got some good stuff out of it. Oh, they would have had too many items. Oh, I didn't realize the weight would have been... That doesn't make any sense. No, you're wrong. They just did the profit more. Did I name everyone the last time around? Yeah, everyone's named. Good. Oh, we have stuff. We even start a metal industry now. Okay, so let's go and build ourselves a wood furnace. And a smelter. Oh, we still haven't identified any metal sources. And we can do a metalsmith's forge over here with a steel anvil. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we still haven't found any metal. And now we have extra things that need to be pastured properly, or probably. We can filter for non-grazing. Yeah, we'll get the nanny goats out here. It's too bad they're both female. So we can't start breeding them, but they can go there. This area might get degrassed a little too much soon. A little overgrazed, but hopefully we'll get our big wall out here set up before that happens. We could use one more migrant wave. Although, that reminds me, I should set up some more beds over here and get the current bedrooms actually finished. Be nice to smooth out these walls, too. Actually, one thing to do might be to smooth out these walls now, because smoothing makes noise and wakes people up, which makes them cranky. So the sooner we get this done, the less it's going to irritate people later on. This will occupy a lot of dwarves for quite some time, but it won't be bad. We've got 0 idlers. Oh, damn it. I just missed it. No, what Miss Carsnell? Oh, it was on a break. That's why she's not idle. She's on a break. Couldn't the entirety of the mountaintop be a pasture? Yeah, and I probably could actually make a bigger area there. I like to make them square for some reason, but I don't have to. Hey, winter's here! The Starks were right. Bam! Yeah, I should probably do that. Let me remove this zone. And place a new one. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, there is a max size for zones. That's true. That is like the one awkward thing. So no matter what happens, it's going to be kind of sucky over here. Because you sort of, yeah, you hit this max size. But it's still, this still might be a little bit better than before. There we go. Still assign those critters. We'll move them around at least. Let the other grass sort of come back. Dwarves suspended construction of the bed. They probably are being interrupted by the people trying to smooth things. Which often happens. Miss Carsnell having a nap in bed. But she's not dead. Kind of outstanding. Like people saying, "Oh, you should update the description." Yeah, it's updated. We're streaming under Slaves to Armok 2, Dwarf Fortress, and what a real stronghold should look like. If you're not seeing that, it's probably just because you haven't refreshed the page, but that should be what we have. Yeah. Well, it always happens. Half the comments are about stuff that aren't relevant anymore. All the time. Makes it hard to follow the chat sometimes because there's so much noise. Ms. Carsnell should be given a nice bedroom with all the mod cons, the mood improvers. Is that what you mean? Probably. We can make one of these nice bedrooms for her, actually. Let's go ahead and do that right away. Get some rock coffers. I don't remember if I built some earlier. Oh, I never set up the dining room either. I mean, I know I have the stuff for it. We're going to want some more real soon. And we have another suspended bed. There we go. Where was the dining room? Right over here. Smooth this whole area out, definitely. Need a lot more doors. Okay, we got a 30 queue going on. That'll be okay. Traders are still there. Is anyone, like, negotiating? Are we, like... Our expedition leader is sleeping right now. I'm surprised they haven't met with the person yet. Maybe we have too many jobs queued up. Merchants will leave. Yeah, it'll suck if the rep doesn't meet up.
I fished all the fish there are, so there's no more fish.
No more fish. You know what we should do for, like, the non-dwarven caravans? We should just, like, ambush them next time. Just try to, like, kill them all. We're going to set up some sort of kill zone around a trade depot. And steal other stuff. There's no reason we want to negotiate with elves, right? Because we don't have a military yet. And usually these caravans are defended by highly skilled, very well-armed people. But things could happen. Yeah, ambush them elves. Oh, there we go. Those were dug out relatively quickly as well. So we're going to issue a smoothing job for Ms. Carsnell's private apartments over here. Which means we're going to need... I'm going to take this bed away. Because I don't have any other spare beds. No, that's not true. Hold on. Stop removal. I forgot I actually built a few extra because of the hospital and whatever. So, a high wood bed, that sounds pretty good. Actually, what I can do, let's remove this building. Let's build a bed, place it here, and then I can hit X to expand here. And I was going to say, ideally find the fanciest bed there is, but they're all the same. So, we'll just place that down there. And actually, speaking of the hospital, finally the liaison is meeting. Let's just build some more beds over here. And do we have spare tables? We do, because we're going to need some operating tables. And one coffer in the hospital. Or a coffer there. Here. We'll give her, like, lots of storage space for things in what will be her study. She's not really going to need a study, actually, but she'll still feel better for having it. We need, I think I accidentally canceled the job, and I don't know what job it was. It'll be fine. We'll set up a bunch of cabinets as well, because we're going to want them for most of these bedrooms. It'll make the dwarves feel even happier by having them. Wooden weapons and wooden armor. Scary as it sounds. Yeah, it's not terribly good. It works. Even for elves, which are, of course, much, much weaker than dwarves, obviously. You can't underestimate them. So what do we want from these guys? Actually, don't know. We want iron. Lots of iron and... Whoops. And also steel. Because I don't know if we'll have any. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. And really, the rest we can sort of make do without. Booze. And some cheeses. And a bunch of various meats. You know, whatever you can bring is fine. Plump helmets. It's the only plants you have access to. You don't do plump helmet? You don't do, where's the seeds? Do they just do seeds? They don't have access to, oh, there's seeds. There we go. Derp, derp. We need pigtail seeds. Top priority. Cave wheat would also be nice for diversity. Sweet pods. Rock nuts. Dimple cups don't really matter as much, but what the hell. Okay, that's all we care about. Just bring those things. Polar bear spleen. Sounds tasty. Apparently, a polar bear livers will kill you if you eat them because you will overdose on vitamin A. I don't know if that's true, but apparently that's the case. Is this rock or sand? Oh, it's slate. Yeah, okay. Good, because that can be smoothed out and things too. So what I'm going to do here is, this is going to be our military access. We'll actually dig out a tunnel that way. Actually, I don't want to line up to here. So this is where we're going to put our barracks. So we're going to start getting that set up. And I will also dig a channel here. Like that. That'll be part of my defensive plans. I don't have anything underneath here, right? No. So it'll look a little silly on this screen, but ultimately we'll be okay. I actually should pay attention to what they were willing to give extra money for. But that's okay, we'll keep making mugs. Actually, we probably have to set another mug production chain. Rock mug. Another 30. Actually, we'll double that up. Make me 60, and that'll be way more than enough to basically buy out everything he brings next time, because apparently I have, like, the world's greatest rock crafter. He's a rock master. Yeah! Beating elves to death with wooden weapons would be amazingly ironic. Maybe that'll be our goal, then. Actually, what I should do is start constructing rock crossbows. Wooden crossbows. Technically, metal crossbows are better because they will wield them in melee combat. They will treat them basically like hammers. So if you can make silver crossbows, that's like quite a bit better. But this will be a fine start. So we're just going to make a ranged army to start off with. We need rock armor stands. Actually, we're going to build 3 of those. And rock weapon stand. Weapon rack. We'll build 3 of those as well because we'll need them for some offices later on. Like that. And actually, what I will also do these will be for my archery range. Just to try to minimize accidents. Something like that. No one's doing any smoothing. Well, everyone's pretty busy. Actually, they're probably hauling all the stuff from our... Well, no, they're mostly planting seeds. As I say, they're probably hauling stuff from the trade depots, but I guess not. And it is good that smoothing is a low priority job, since there's so much of it to do. Need more doors. Actually, this dining hall is going to be so big, I'm going to have a hard time actually designating the whole place as a dining hall. Constructing buildings. Miss Carcinella doesn't have anything to do. Chaos Moose is a child. Who's your parents? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Your daddy is Yabushido and your mother is Nezris. You have an older brother who's not here. And you got some passing acquaintances here in the fortress. Soon they'll start throwing parties and making friends. Then when one of them dies, they'll get horribly, horribly depressed. Okay, now I can remove these ramps over here so that people can't just walk through this, this dugout area. We will leave one ramp over here so people can technically get back out. Just makes life a hell of a lot simpler. Garden of Sin has created a masterpiece. What are you doing, Garden of Sin? Right here. You are detailing floors. Oh, okay. Yeah, but you're smoothing. You're not engraving. I don't know. Speaking of smoothing, first step to building defenses over here is I do have to smooth out these walls, because then I can turn them into fortifications afterwards. You can't do fortifications until then. And that's set to smooth. Good. We can build archery target. Here. Add a slate. Another one. Add a slate. Another one. And a final one over here. Add a chalk, because why not? We don't have armor stands or weapon racks yet. We'll get that set up. So yeah, it's going to be, the idea is to set up like a kill zone. If anything happens to wander by here, we're going to be able to just shoot them through the walls, through the arrow slits. Pew, 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 pew. It'll be great. You got to make the sound effects as well. It's very important. And then we can sort of chain up our dogs over here to spot things. Ideally. I mean, there's a lot of traffic here. It'll probably spot things regardless, but that's a way to like kind of make sure. And then we'll set some cage traps both sides of the dogs. But then usually what happens when they get spotted, they just try to run away. And then they'll run through here and hopefully they'll just get arrowed. Gurkitch has created another masterpiece. Masterpiece mugs. The mugs from our fort. What's it called? Workline. That is a good name for our fortress. They're renowned throughout the world, apparently. Well, you should build a bridge at the end of the kill zone. And what if they shoot back? Well, because of the way the fortifications are, they actually have a hard time shooting through the arrow slits from the other side. They can, but it's difficult. Whereas if you're right adjacent to the fortification, then you can shoot through without penalties. Is the way it works, I believe. So generally speaking, we're going to be able to shoot kind of with impunity. Why was this guy blinking red? Yubushido. Do you have anything wrong with you? No? Status? You okay? Quite content? All right. Still don't have your proper bedrooms, right? We got to establish that. Bedrooms. Build doors? Yeah. Still need doors. But first, I'm going to make this a bedroom and assign it to Ms. Carsonell over here. There you go. And then the rest of these rooms, they're going to be unassigned bedrooms. Dwarves will claim them and assign themselves to them relatively quickly. So now they won't complain about not having a proper bedroom. In fact, ideally, their bedrooms are going to be quite nice, especially once the walls are smoothed. There we are. Let's shoot people with chalk bolts. Can't make stone bolts. The only thing we can't do. You can make wood, bone, and metal bolts. Maybe in masterwork you can do it. There, Mr. Carsonell, are you in your room? Is that you? Yep, just chilling. All right. So holdings, a meager quarters and one chest. Your quarters won't be meager for long. Quite content. Complain about the lack of chairs, yeah. Well, listen, we've got our dining room is being set up. We just need more doors so that we can properly define the area. Because if I try to do this, I mean, it will stick out, which is not, I guess, the end of the world. I could just define this entire area as the dining room. Actually, that's okay. There's no reason I shouldn't do that. We'll also make this the meeting hall. So anyone who's idle will just come down here. So what I can do is actually smooth out the entire area, not just the center area, and that would be okay. It'll take a while to finish, but then they're going to have a legendary dining room to dine in. Maybe I could even get rid of these doors. I don't know. We'll see. We might redefine the dining room after. I hate how there's this one mica table that doesn't match the others. I mean, some of these are granite and some of them are chalk, but at least they're the same color. The mica is just like a darker gray. Garden of Sin is an engraver. Good for you. More doors, more door. Half-Life 3 confirmed. It's true. Dun, 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 dun. Got a lot of stuff in a queue. Lots of rock jobs. You know what? We've got so many of them. Let's build another mason's workshop. Possibly two, actually. We could build more than one craft dwarf's workshop, but then we wouldn't have just our one godly grand master, Gurkitch over there doing 100% of all our mugs. So we don't need mugs faster. Although if we had more, then it would make it easier to make arrows or whatever. But basically, I'm just going to not queue up any more rock mugs after this one. And I really should just set up a workflow. But this will do. I guess I can make these archery ranges now. like that. You're going to shoot from left to right, which is good. Oh, and then I'll have to assign them as well. So we have to set up our first military over here. So we're going to create a new squad. You guys are going to be an archer squad, ideally. Although if they have other weapons available, they will grab those. And I should put Miss Carsonell in here. Just because it's funny. I'll grab from the bottom. Oh, Miss Carsonell did fit in. Hang on, we're going to replace you. We don't want someone with no arms fighting. I'm sorry. Our gravity, you're going to take her place. And we don't have, like, our super... Oh, Gurkish is in here. We don't want him doing that either. Sorry. Sorry, Dragar. You were just way more expendable than our Grandmaster Stone Carver. Okay. What we can do now is allow training here. Maybe not even required to actually, like, designate this as belonging to anyone. No, we probably do. Oh, Wolverine Man, enraged. What, against the nanny goat? Who's fighting? Badgers? No, that's the same one as before. Okay, that's the old stuff. Creature Zoom, where are you that you're fighting? You're just enraged for no reason. Actually, I think it might have been the nanny goats up here that you were sort of like freaking out about. We're okay. M-Trance, thank you very much for subscribing. Yeah, Saint Mirren says, just look at the Black Knight. No arms, no legs, and he still fights. That's true. That's true. Miss Carsonell could... You could hold the bow with your feet and use your teeth to pull the string. Absolutely. Let her fight. Don't let her be useless. She can kick her enemies. Which is actually true. You can kick, you can bite, you can charge, you can do all sorts of things. These are all true things. Got some people who are semi-idle, which is fine. Overall, we don't have too many idlers, though, so again, continues to be relatively good efficiency in the fortress. Farming is actually happening at a decent rate. We have tons of booze, lots of food. I mean, a lot of it was imported, of course. That helps. Oh, we can start our cloth industry, right? Because we've got those seeds. I bought those seeds, I think. We have 40 pigtail seeds. We have lots of plump helmet spawn now. Good. Okay. So this might still be a sandy area over here. Let me see about digging out something like this. It would be really nice to start a cloth industry. I should take a look at my hospital and see. It has thread and cloth, and you'll see that it has a reasonable number of both. Very good. It's got buckets. Doesn't have soap. Soap industry is hard to do. We could build some crutches. Just so that we have some available if something happens. You know what would be terrible if Miss Carsonell did lose her legs and be like, oh, you'll have to use a crutch to move around. Oops, maybe not. Teehee. Another masterpiece. Masterpiece mugs. Kind of like Masterpiece Theater, but for coffee. Boom. Get that plowed. There's someone, like... The Wolverine people are hanging out right outside my area. You know what? I don't like that. Let us pull a lever on our bridge. Just make sure they don't enrage and decide to slaughter people. Oh no! Oh no, they come in! One of them just came in my base. The Wolverine man. And did he just enrage? Yeah, he's enraged and he's fighting. Who's out here? Who is this? Dragar! Oh god. I don't have my weaponry set up or anything yet. God damn it. Now look, he's about to pull the lever. Boom. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Okay, if I time this right, though, let's actually one-step it using period. If I time it just right, I can get my dwarf to be inside, and then I can forbid the door. Oh, the door's open right now. Close the door. Close the door behind you. Close it. I know, forbid passage. Oh yeah, it's open, so I can't. Close the door. There you go. And forbid passage. Okay. Now I can actually lower the lever. Lower the bridge. Let him out. Christ, the other one just came in. Okay, and out. And now pull it. Seal them out. Good. And now permit passage. And I just realized there's a bunch of crap left over here. We probably don't have enough space for things. We need more stockpile. Probably? Cages, glass, and a dog cage. We may not have an animal stockpile, for one. And is it furniture or finished goods that we need more of? I think this is the finished goods one, yeah. And because it can be put in crates. That's why you never have enough furniture stockpile. It's because you can't crate that up, so it uses up a lot of space. Let's do that. Also, if we don't have any room to store furniture, there can be a big problem where like our workshops get backed up. We should actually take a look at them, see if anyone are overloaded. No, there's a lot of mugs there, but it's not technically overloaded. Okay, I think we're generally okay. A lot of booze sitting here. The drink stockpile full? Actually, it looks like it might be. Well, here's one thing we can do. It'll look a little silly for now, but that's okay. We can put a food stockpile. Right like this. And just make it a drinks one. Block all. Permit. There we go. And we'll have it right near the dining hall, which is where people are going to want to access this stuff anyway. And then we'll put a food one on the other side. There we go. They need some crutches. Yeah, that looks like it was a bit of an issue. All right. You're way over farming. No. It's fine. Pigtails. We need, like, unlimited food. All right, so there might be a little bit too much, but I'm actually hoping to replace this with cave wheat once we get some of those seeds. But the pigtails are going to be really good to get started. Ah, there we go. The cages are being brought in. We can actually release some of them as well. Because what do we have here? We have just a regular cage, a dog in a cage, copper, lead. There's just a dog cage. Now, I think to release this one, we'd actually have to build it and then open it, which is kind of an annoying way to do it. Yeah. Or we can temporarily pasture the dog and then release it. I think what I'll do is I'll just build a cage just right here. You gotta expand it, find the one with the dog in it. There we go. So someone will go and just grab the dog cage, install it there, and then we can release the dog from the cage at that point. Assign. So we just unassign the dog. Oh, there's also a rooster? Is there? Where the hell's the caged rooster? Oh, it might still be in the stockpile. There we are. And then we can just remove that building, put it back in the stockpile, and that'll be fine. Now, I got a hive, did I not? I did. Now, I don't want my guys to get stung. There's like a thing. Some people have tricks for this, but I'm just going to put the beehive like somewhere over here. No access to hive. Really? Oh, because the doors are closed. Right. Hang on. You know what? I'll put the beehive on top of this little hill. It's technically in the middle of my pasture. Some things might get stung, but as long as my dwarves don't get stung too much. I don't even know if I have bees. I don't know if the hive comes with bees. I'm covered in bees! Ravens. Okay, we might be safe from the Wolverine men now, so go and pull this lever again. Dun, 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 dun. We don't have wells and plumbing set up yet. We really do need that soon, especially if we're in a position where we want to be able to seal off our fortress. We have to do that. It's also more than high time. First of all, let me make some charcoal. Actually, we might be out of wood in our base. Which one's my wood stockpile? Yeah, we are actually. So we're gonna have to chop down a bunch of trees for one. That's probably way too many. There we go. Chop down some trees so we can get some wood back in. We're going to start creating charcoal, and then we got to go look for some metal. And why don't I see a chat message about who subscribed? Terminal Case 56. Thank you very much for subscribing. I almost missed it. Can't make charcoal. We don't have logs. It's fine. We're going to chop down some wood in a second. And yeah, it's time to do some more exploratory digging here. Oh, what is this metal? Sphalerite. You have like a piece of sphalerite around that I can just like check on things? It's schist, which is not metal bearing. What is this stuff in the wall? Opal cluster. This is definitely a type of metal though. That icon means that it's a metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my dig tool here, and I'm going to use one of the very handy dandy DF hack abilities to save time. And I'm going to do dig V to dig out that vein. Just saves so much time than having to go and do this stuff manually. You can do reveal tricks. You can do something where it like automatically digs out all, like designates all metal of this type everywhere to be dug out. And those things are like technically a little cheatery, but still very high in convenience. But this is like, listen, we saw the vein. I'm just telling the dwarves, dig here and then keep digging while you keep seeing this metal. All right, what does this leave behind? Sphalerite, ore of zinc. All right, zinc's not very sexy. It can be a start. Oh, thief! Oh, there we go. Look, 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 look. We got our first thief. Cobalt. And who else just subscribed? Mertine! Mertine, thank you. I thought it was Merlin for a sec there. Thank you very much for subscribing. So once the thieves get spotted, it'll usually just leave. So it's not much of a threat. Although, we don't have... No, we don't have any of those yet either. Cheapers. We'll put down some containers here. We gotta get our... Let's increase the priority in the weapon rack just to get them done so we can set up our proper barracks over here and start doing some training. Bone bolts. Do a 10-pack of those, and hopefully that can be done. I think we made the crossbows, didn't we, a while ago? Or is that the thing I accidentally canceled? Stocks, weapons. We have lots of wooden crossbows, picks, and all kinds of different things. And we got some things that have been forbidden. I don't know where they came from. We'll unforbid them. Hopefully it'll be okay. Hopefully this thief over here, I think there was another one too. Hopefully it's still running away. It is freaking away my my dwarves, but it shouldn't attack them. Yeah, it's just gonna leave. Fennock, thank you for subscribing as well. And yeah, you know what? We do have the we do have some chains, so it's actually well past time to do that. Good point. So build V for chain, which is in this case actually going to be a rope. And I'm going to just do this around the corner here. We're going to rope, and we're going to build another one on the other side. Because things that are connected to ropes can move around like to any adjacent thing. So if you put a rope in the middle of the hall, if it's possible for the dog to be, say, on the left and then something to pass on the right, by having a pair like that, it'll cover the whole thing. And so you can do things with pastures and weird things like that, but I much prefer to do this. It just feels more logical. And it doesn't matter what kind of animal you have tied up here. Although you don't want anything that requires grazing, because then it will just like starve in here because there's no grass. So we'll go ahead and we'll use the rooster over there. Hopefully that unassigns it from the cage. Sometimes it doesn't, and they keep going back and forth, and it's really weird. Think we'll be okay here? We're gonna find out. So we're gonna have a dog and a rooster. That'll be our alarm system. Like so. And we'll build some cage traps on both sides here. So anything that sneaks, once it's discovered, tends to just run away, which is why I can feel safe building it here as opposed to like the other side of my army base. So it should be fine. Now, if we capture any goblins, this might be the time for the moon door this game. What are these things? Just... Oh, random silver bolts. We may have been firing at a goblin. Actually, that might not be us. We didn't have silver bolts. They must have belonged to one of the other expeditions. Let's take a look at the stocks and ammunition over here. There might be some more forbidden stuff. Yeah, more silver bolts. They must have belonged to those dwarves that came earlier. But we can go and collect those. That'd be nice. What are we striking? Tourmaline, garnet. It's not helping. Let's dig more deeply and greedily. Like that. Maybe we'll find a cavern. Okay, so we do have bees. Ah, honeybees. Nice. If we had a bird other than the rooster, we could set up some nest boxes and get some eggs, but we don't. So I guess we won't. Oh, I feel like it might be time for a break. When was our last break? Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.